Grüezi and welcome to Switzerland. The official name of Switzerland is Confederatio Helvetica, which in Latin translates to the Swiss Confederation. Switzerland has been an independent country since the year 1499. The capital of Switzerland is Bern, while its largest city is Zurich. The Alpine symbolism is the main national identity of Switzerland. Traditionally, farmers herd stock through the Alpine hills with the Alphorn and Yodel music. Today, Alpine areas have a strong ski resort culture in winter and a hiking and mountain biking culture in summer. For over 190 years, Switzerland has been a neutral country during war times. Switzerland is a landlocked country in Western Europe. It shares a land border with Germany, Austria, Liechtenstein, Italy, and France. Doing business in Switzerland is not possible with just speaking English. This country has 3.5 official languages. Let's take a look at the map. 65.6% of the people speaks German, 22.8% speaks French, and 8.4% speaks Italian. German speakers mainly inhabit the orange area in the north and the middle of the country, while the green areas in the southwest are native to French speakers. Italian language is predominantly used within the purple southeastern part of the country. And last but not least, the ancient Latin language of Romansh. In 1938, Switzerland held a referendum questioning the validity of the Romansh language as a national language. They passed it, which made German, French, and Italian to be the official language and Romania Romansh as a national one. The difference is, the official languages must be represented in the federal court, while the national language does not. The Romansh is only used in some small parts of the southeastern area. The Romansh was the official language of the Roman Empire and is actually still the national language of Switzerland. It is not, however, the language spoken by all Swiss people. On top of the differences in languages, there is also a cultural and a climate difference, and this has to do a lot with its different neighbors. In the middle and in the north, they are more stern like the Germans, while the other parts are living a more relaxed Latin and Southern European oriented lifestyles. Expats coming to Switzerland need to know the differences in languages and cultures that they may face in each specific regions. Let's take a look at the business culture of Switzerland.
I'm curious about your bank secrecy laws here.
Wait, yes, excusez-moi, Jordan. Swiss custom requires 10 minutes of blah, blah, blah.
Chit-chat.
Yeah, chit-chat, thank you, before business can be discussed. Yeah. Of course. Let's get down to it.
Banking customers has the right to have their economical privacy protected. Therefore, the bank is forced to be discreet about all background information related to their customers. Revealing the name of the account holder is a criminal act. The finance and banking sector is of huge importance for Switzerland's economy. It rounds up to about 11% of the country's GDP. The Swiss capital market is a total of 4 trillion Swiss francs. Only about 20% of them were from taxable assets. Switzerland has the highest nominal wealth per adult in the world. Its GDP is at $650 billion, which ranks them at position 19 in the world, which is quite impressive for such a small country. However, it ranks even higher at number 8 looking at the GDP per capita. The Swiss are ranked at the top when it comes to government transparency, civil liberties, quality of life, economic competitiveness, and human development. With an unemployment rate at 4.5%, the average gross salary is at 75,000 Swiss francs, which compares to the $72,000 per year. Furthermore, the overall taxation is one of the smallest of the developed countries in the world. With its solid economy, Switzerland exports lots of their products around the globe. Its main partner is Germany, America, Hong Kong, India, France, China, and England. Even though Switzerland has lots of business relationships and trade partners, they are still not a part of the European Union. The Swiss voted against the EU membership in the European Economic Area in a referendum in December 1992, and have since maintained and developed its relationship with the rest of the EU. Furthermore, in March 2001, the Swiss people refused to start further negotiations with the European Union. This resulted in stricter border controls on persons and different goods being imported in and out of Switzerland. However, to ensure that they are not being isolated, Brussels and Bern signed several bilateral agreements in 1999 to further liberalize trade ties. Some of these include Free Trade Agreement, Customs Facilitation and Security Agreement, the Schengen Treaty, and the Dublin Convention. Direct democracy is the key to Switzerland's famous political stability. Direct democracy gives citizens an extraordinary participation in legislation process. While it embraces direct democracy, Switzerland is nevertheless still a representative democracy. Most laws are made and decided by Parliament. The important difference, however, between the Swiss system and the indirect democracy is that citizens are entitled to put almost every law decided by their representative to a general vote, if they choose to. For this to happen, members of the public need to gather 50,000 signatures, approximately 1% of the electorate, within 100 days of the proclamation of a new law. The comprehensive system of checks and balances in Switzerland also gives its citizens the right to propose any constitutional amendment within reasoned legal boundaries. To put forward such an initiative, citizens need to gather a minimum of 100,000 signatures within 18 months. Last but not least, the citizens of the country controls the basic rules of the Swiss democracy. They have the last word on all constitutional changes, even those proposed by the government and parliament, as well as most international treaties. Not only the country has economical and political stability, it also produced some of the world's most consumed products. The invention of the Velcro fastener and the perfection of the zip are truly a Swiss ingenuity. And these are only the tip of the surface. Max Morgenthaler invented the Nescafe instant coffee in 1936. Tim Berners-Lee invented the World Wide Web in 1989. Albert Hofmann discovered the LSD in 1943. Swiss military knife was discovered in 1889 and is still one of the best inventions for mankind. Additionally, Switzerland also makes half of the world's production of luxury watches. The nation has a long history of watchmaking with a number of leading brands founded in the country, including Longines, Breitling, Patek Philippe, Rolex, Tag Heuer, and Tissot. And remember the map we just showed? Down in the southwest intersection, right next to Lake Geneva, the European Organization for Nuclear Research is located. CERN is the world's largest particle physics laboratory. Not only it produced great products, its military strength is one of the most revered in the world. The Swiss Guards are trusted to protect the Vatican City, and they are the only Swiss citizens allowed to serve in foreign armies. Another well-known feature of Switzerland is the Alps that run through Europe. The classic Swiss scenery lies to the south of Bern and Lucerne, and the East Lake of Geneva. Here, the Grand Alpine is the heart of Switzerland. Switzerland is a very mountainous country. There are more than 200 mountains around this region. The highest is Monte Rosa. However, the Matterhorn is the most famous of them all. The Swiss Alps has impressive high peaks, sheer valleys, cool lakes, which makes a great summer for hiking, and a world-class winter sports playground. The Bernese Oberland, centered in the Jungfrau region, is most accessible and touristed area. The Swiss Alps consisted of 8 different regions: the Jungfrau region, Interlaken, Lauterbrunnen, Mürren, and up to the Schilthorn, Grindelwald, Zermatt, and the Matterhorn, Zurich, and the Rhine Falls. Switzerland has a long tradition of winter sport tourism. Usually, its ski resorts were originally mountain villages that retained some of its charm. St. Moritz is usually referred as one of the very first winter resorts in the world. The ski season lasts from early December to April. In some areas, it is possible to ski later or even all year long. However, the best skiing conditions are in mid-January, when it is the coldest time of the year. It is only in late February, when the sun comes out, just in time for hikers to start their journey. Some of the most popular winter sports are snowboarding, bobsledding, snow polo, and skiing. Swiss foods are heavily influenced by the French, German, and North Italian traditional dishes. One of the most iconic foods that people relate to Switzerland is the cheese fondue. It is a dish of melted cheese and other ingredients. We are all familiar with the famous muesli, but many of us may not know that it was actually invented in Switzerland around 1900s by Dr. Maximilian Bircher-Berner, hence the name Bircher muesli. There are many types of bread in Switzerland, but one of the most popular and delicious ones is a soft white loaf called zoff. It is typically served on a Sunday for breakfast. We hope you have enjoyed our presentation on Switzerland. Merci!